Welcome back to Life Mastery Unleashed. I'm your host, Ricky Khamis. And today, we're about to tear into one of the most savage leadership manuals ever written, Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. This isn't a book review where I just tell you what they said. This is a field manual, a breakdown, and a call to arms, because extreme ownership is not just a Navy SEAL leadership philosophy. It's the difference between winning and losing in your business, your family, your health, your finances, and your legacy. Let me tell you something right out of the gate. If you can't own everything in your life, every success, every failure, every weakness, every shortcoming, then you don't own shit. And if you don't own it, you can't fix it. You can't scale it. You can't dominate with it. That's why this book is mandatory, and that's why this episode is going deep. Yes. Part 1, The Battlefield of Leadership. Jocko and Leif didn't write from theory. They wrote from war. Ramadi, Iraq, 2006. The most violent battlefield in the world at the time. They led SEAL Task Unit Bruiser, urban combat, house to house, friends getting killed, split-second decisions between life and death. And what they learned the hard way is that leadership is the single greatest deciding factor on the battlefield. Not weapons, not numbers, not intel, leadership. Now take that into your own life. You might not be clearing buildings, but you are fighting for your family's future. You are fighting for market share. You are fighting for the ability to stand tall as a man of discipline and results. And the same laws apply when something goes wrong in your business, when your marriage feels stressed, when your kids act out. There is one question you have to ask. What did I do or fail to do to cause this? That's extreme ownership. It's not blaming the market. It's not blaming your team. It's not blaming the fucking government. It's looking in the mirror and saying, this one's on me. And because it's on me, I can fix it. Part 2, The Law of Ownership. Jocko writes, leaders must own everything in their world. There is no one else to blame. That line should hit you like a freight train, because the truth is, average people don't want ownership. They want excuses. They want someone else to blame. They want comfort, but comfort never made anybody great. When I was in the 82nd Airborne, you didn't get to say, well, the sergeant didn't tell me clearly. If you failed, it was on you. If you didn't check your weapon, that was on you. If you weren't ready to jump, that was on you. And in business, same thing. If the numbers aren't there, it's on you. If your team isn't producing, it's on you. If your body looks like shit, it's on you. Owning everything hurts because it means there's no hiding place, but it also liberates. Because once you own it, you can change it. Part 3, The Dichotomy of Leadership. Here's where Jocko and Leif go deeper. It's not just take ownership. It's learning to balance extremes. Lead, but don't micromanage. Be aggressive, but not reckless. Be disciplined, but not rigid. That's the dichotomy. It's like being a father. You need to set rules, but you also need to show love. If you're all rules and no love, you crush their spirit. If you're all love and no rules, you raise soft kids who can't hack it in the real world. That balance is leadership. And guess what? You're never going to find the perfect balance. It's a constant recalibration every day, every decision, which is why Just Win the Day works hand in hand with extreme ownership. It's not win forever. It's win today, because leadership is built in daily decisions. Part 4, Cover and Move. First principle Jocko teaches, cover and move. It's about teamwork. One unit suppresses the enemy so the other can maneuver. If one unit tries to do it all, they get smoked. In life, same thing. You can't be a one-man army. You need your wife. You need your kids aligned. You need your team at work. If you're trying to play hero and carry it all yourself, you will fail. But if you get your team moving together, that's unstoppable. Cover and move. Whoa. Part 5, Simple. Second principle, keep it simple. Jocko tells stories of missions where overcomplicated plans fell apart the second the shooting started. In life and business, complexity is the enemy. The mortgage world, it's filled with jargon, forms, endless moving parts, but the best leaders simplify it. They make it clear so everyone can execute. Same with family. You want your kids to follow? Don't give them a 5-page lecture. Give them a clear standard. Simple, direct. Part 6, prioritize and execute. Third principle, prioritize and execute. Chaos hits. Everything feels urgent. Bullets flying. But the best leaders stop, breathe, then say, what's the most important thing right now? Handle that, then move to the next. That's how you win. When I'm running a company, I can't fix everything at once, but I can identify capture rate is the number one thing, so I attack that first. Same at home. Kids struggling, prioritize. Handle what matters most in that moment. That's how you keep moving forward without getting paralyzed. Part 7, Decentralized Command. Fourth principle, Decentralized Command. No one person can do it all. Leaders have to empower others to make decisions. In SEAL teams, the guy on the ground closest to the action makes the call. In business, if your team has to run back to you for every little decision, you're not leading, you're babysitting. Empower your people, train them, trust them, but hold them accountable. Part 8, Leadership at every level. Here's the kicker. Extreme ownership isn't just for CEOs or SEAL commanders. Every person is a leader. The lowest guy on the team is still leading himself, still making choices that affect the mission. So when you hear this, don't think, well, I'm not in charge. Bullshit. You're always in charge of yourself. And if you can't lead yourself with discipline, how the hell are you going to lead anybody else? Part 9, Ego is the enemy. This book slams ego hard because ego clouds judgment. It makes you defensive. It stops you from admitting mistakes. It blinds you to reality. When shit hits the fan, you have to detach from ego and look coldly at the facts. Your marriage is struggling. Drop the ego and admit your role. Your business is failing. Drop the ego and face the numbers. Ego feels good. Ownership wins. Part 10, Application to just win the day. Now, let me tie this to you and to us to just win the day. Every single day you are tested. Every single day you will face chaos. Every single day you will want to make excuses. But extreme ownership says no, you own it. And just win the day says don't think about forever. Don't think about 10 years. Think about this day, this mission, this rep, this call, this conversation with your wife, this moment with your kids. Win it, own it, repeat. That's how warriors live. So let me leave you with this. Extreme Ownership is not a book you read once. It's a book you live. It's a code. You take ownership. You balance the dichotomy. You cover and move. You keep it simple. You prioritize and execute. You decentralize command. You check your ego and you lead yourself first. If you do that, you become unstoppable. You become unbreakable. You become the savage winning machine you were meant to be, and you know what to do. Outgrind, outwork, outhustle everyone.